Did you know Africa could capture far more wealth from its resources without discovering a single new mine? The real breakthrough isn't digging more, it's processing more inside Africa. This video reveals strategies to turn raw exports into jobs and prosperity. Africa is home to some of the world's most strategic minerals and agricultural products, inputs that power EV batteries, smartphones, construction, and global food supply. But too often, the highest value is created somewhere else, after raw materials leave the continent. Here's the central mechanic. Value doesn't peak at extraction. It peaks downstream, when raw material becomes refined input, then components, then finished products, and finally brands. If you export raw, you export jobs, skills, and tax revenue that come with processing. The vision is called beneficiation, processing resources locally to capture more of the value chain. That means industrial jobs, stronger tax bases, supplier ecosystems, and less vulnerability to commodity price swings. For minerals, the path is clear. Ore or concentrate becomes refined material, then higher grade inputs, then components. Every step you do domestically builds technical capability, metallurgists, engineers, quality labs, maintenance crews, logistics firms. For agriculture, it's the same logic. Processing and packaging transform low-margin exports into higher-margin products. Cocoa can become cocoa butter and powder, then branded chocolate. Cotton can become yarn, then textiles. Coffee can become packaged, retail-ready products. Processing isn't a slogan, it's systems. You need reliable power, efficient transport to ports and markets, specialized machinery, and quality standards that let products compete globally. Now the reality check. The biggest barriers are consistent power, logistics friction, expensive capital, skills gaps, especially maintenance and quality control, and policy instability that scares away long-term investment. The fix is targeted, not vague. Build industrial zones with stable power contracts. Reduce border friction with one-stop customs and digitized trade. Use blended finance and guarantees to de-risk capital. Train technicians through apprenticeships. And make incentives predictable, tied to performance milestones. Industrialization succeeds on the missing middle, technicians and skilled trades. Not just engineers. Also quality inspectors, safety officers, machine operators, and maintenance specialists. This is where vocational training and industry partnerships pay off fastest. Universities and research hubs can drive breakthroughs in processing efficiency, waste reduction, and sustainable methods, turning resource extraction into a knowledge economy. Innovation is what keeps value at home long after the commodity cycle changes. Africa can leapfrog by adopting modern manufacturing from day one, automation for throughput, AI-based quality control, predictive maintenance to reduce downtime, and traceability systems that unlock premium markets. One country alone may not be enough scale for every industry. Regional integration creates larger markets, stabilizes demand, and lowers unit costs, making factories viable and supply chains resilient. Global partnerships can be win-win, but only if the deal is upgraded. That means joint ventures, technology transfer, local supplier development, and local content targets that build capacity, not paper promises. Industrial projects are capital-intensive, so funding must be layered. Development banks and guarantees reduce risk. Diaspora investment can support early momentum. Impact capital fund sustainability. And offtake agreements, committed buyers make projects bankable. When value is added locally, the ripple effects are profound. More jobs, stronger skills, higher domestic GDP capture, improved public revenue, and greater resilience against global shocks. But it only works long-term if sustainability is built in. Cleaner energy, water management, responsible labor practices, and environmental safeguards, so industrial growth doesn't create a new crisis. The most powerful shift is capturing more value from existing resources. Africa's resources should fund Africa's future through processing and innovation. By focusing on local processing and skills, Africa can transform its economic landscape. This is a call to action for sustainable growth. Follow for more insights on turning global headlines into clear strategies. Together, we can unlock Africa's true potential.